So this is a video based on what happened yesterday. But I'm going to trail off into something that's very important, something the news won't tell you. Obama yesterday was able to stop for now. I don't know if it's permanent, but he declined their access to drill under the Missouri River, under the lake. This was the route they were going to take. Um, and I don't know if they're going to have to go around it or if it's just going to stop the entire project. But um, the problem is how we got here. There's a talking point that I hear all the time. It's all over the news. You see it. You've heard it before too. And that's when they discuss politicians that are in bed with the oil companies. Um, which is true. They receive donations, they do favors for them, right? Friends with benefits. And I mean there's truth to that, and that has a lot of attention. But when we use this word dependency, how we have this dependency on crude oil, this means that American people, the consumers, we're we're married to the oil companies. I mean, politicians might be in bed with them, maybe sleeping around, maybe using them for favors, but we depend on the oil companies. And that is the biggest problem, is that we're not using our ability as consumers to choose what we consume. Because and this is a bigger philosophical problem when it comes down to discussing elections, because then people's responsibility given to a president doesn't correlate to what they're willing to do in their day-to-day life. So you have a lot of people that might go in hard on a president that's very laxed on, you know, on oil companies, right? But that same individual that's criticizing the president, what car do you drive? How many cars do you own? Do you use a gas stove? Have you switched to electric? Do you have solar panels installed? Are you off the grid? Are you off the grid? Do you buy anything at all? Because most of what we purchase has something to do with crude oil. Either crude oil was used to fill up the trucks with fuel so they can take that product from point A to point B, to take that product, your milk. You're buying milk, right? Well, guess what? When you buy milk, some of those profits get leaked into the oil companies because they have to pay for those trucks to send them to Walmart so your fat ass can go and buy milk. How are we really working towards doing the things that we need to do to get ourselves out of that relationship? Because it's bullshit to just throw that on the president. One thing Obama has done, and I've benefited off this because I used to work with solar. I used to work for a solar company. And firsthand experience, like I'm telling you right now, there were a lot of people that were against programs that were there to provide them with free solar equipment. All they were doing was buying the electricity that they were using, just like they did from from Edison or whatever other company. Southern California's Edison. So we can cut their electric bill with this program, with this hero program, 50%. People were having, you know, bills and $600 a month, right? Yeah, those bills are high. It's not just that. You're using a lot of electricity and a lot of resources to power your fucking TV, your fucking big ass fridge. Like, how many of these motherfuckers are talking about, how politicians are in bed with oil companies and have the right things to say? They have the right things to say. But this Christmas, what the fuck are you gonna do? You're gonna fucking fill up your tree with lights, turn it on just so your neighbors can see you, right? Use up electricity for no fucking reason. Have lights outside of your house for no fucking reason. And you're gonna fucking jack off all over your computer while you're talking shit on Obama, saying and any other fucking, even the Republicans, even the Democrats. And oh, fuck these guys, they're in bed with the fucking gas companies. Like, fuck you, man. What are we doing, really? When people make a decision to buy it, when if one of my buddies tells me, yo, I want to get a Cadillac, and I tell him, hey, you're gonna spend a lot of money on gas. He goes, yeah, but I want a Cadillac. You think he's, oh yeah, you're right, I should get a smart car? No, that's not how people think. I think that this is where I get frustrated, is when I feel like if you are not realistic with what you're dealing with as far as your neighbors around you here in the United States of America, understanding the way other Americans think, you're going to have a hard time understanding politics, because people are really confused. They're misled, right? And they're new voters. It's funny because there's a lot of people that do not follow politics, but then it's time to talk about an election and they're all of a sudden um, politicians themselves, right? But and it's fine to do that, whatever it takes to get you involved. It's fine, but sometimes the uneducated voter is more dangerous than an undecided voter that chooses not to vote. He's educated, he knows what he wants, you know what I mean, but he chooses not to vote because he doesn't know if he can make the right decision. Right? There's that vote. He is less dangerous than the voter that has no fucking clue what he's talking about, passionate as fuck, and first to vote. And always there to vote, never absent. This motherfucker's dangerous. I mean, I feel like when it came down to working with solar, it was a great experience. It helped a lot of people, and a lot of people were open to it. But then there was also a group of people, and this was a big portion of people that were very ignorant, and they didn't like the programs just because Obama was involved with it, and the media put this as an Obama, like Obamacare, like they just attached his name to it, and all of a sudden no one wants it. Great programs, right? And I have to hear from people telling me, tell Obama to stay off my roof, right? Stupid shit, right? But you would think, and I'm not talking about these guys are idiots without resources. No, no, no. These guys were saying stupid shit, but they're owners of companies, right? I mean, their electric bill, $700, just the electricity, $700 a month. Big ass homes. They owned big ass homes saying stupid shit. fucking idiots. I even to this day, I talk to business owners on a daily basis, and I'm telling you, most of them are dumb as bricks when it comes to politics. Everything else, if you talk about what they do, their profession, what their expertise in, brilliant. Start getting into politics, fucking idiots. This is a problem. This isn't about Obama getting credit now. This is about, if we're gonna start talking about criticism, we need to criticize ourselves and look into how we are deciding to make our investments. When you buy a car, what are you buying? Are you going for that economy car or an F-150? And if you have an F-150, I mean, are you hauling